Yo guys, yo, it's me. That's not the right one. There it is. It's me playing some Pokemon Unite. Shadow Soul 720, Greninja person. Yep. You guys don't care about this. Here we are. So, I've been playing this game. I've been playing it. And honestly, it's been going pretty well. Now, I feel like this is going to be one of the most unflattering angles you'll ever see. So let's see how it goes. Yep. Unflattering, no green screen, doesn't seem to work here. I can't even get myself on the thing properly. With the green screen still kind of working, so I think we're going to have to go without it again. Apologies for that. So let's do that. And I'll show you guys what's been happening. I'll tell you about it. So I just played the game. Let me just turn the microphone a little bit. Yep, that'll do. So I just played a game where I came second? No. Oop. So I just played a game where we had it real tough. You know, I'll show you. Can I show you? No, I can't show you. It was just it was a ranked match? Standard match. It was a ranked match against a Gengar. That was the first one, that's significant. And his name was Alex09, I think? Hang on, I'll show you guys. He's in my friends list now. He added me as a friend. Killer Zoldyck, awesome. 9 Alex1, that's the person. They had a Gengar. It was absolutely insane. What it did was it seemed to kill me outright, immediately, all the time. Alright? This 9 Alex1 person, Gengar killed me constantly. Immediately. It was using both poison moves. I think it was Sludge Bomb and whatever the other one is, you guys will know. Like there we go. Here we go. Defeated. That's the one. That's the game, actually. So he had 109 points in total. I had 104, I think it was. He had 16 and 1 assist. I had 10 and then 6 assists. So very close. He ended up losing the game with his team. I think it's just because we had a Snorlax on my side that was playing very well. I also added them as a friend as well. But yeah, I have no idea how they just comboed all in one. They were also using a speed boost, X-Speed, as an item. And that might have helped him with Gengar's ultimate. I don't know how Gengar really works yet. But it definitely sounds like a good item, especially with that ability to bring your foes towards you. So I've got to say, that's very cool. There was Zero Mythos Z, who I'm fairly sure was a Snorlax in the last game. Let's check it out. Defeated, that was probably the one. You guys will know if you look at the time anyway. Actually, it was this, I think. Probably. So yeah, you can see he plays a lot of Snorlax. But was very good at what they did. And the other game that we just played just then, we had someone leave. They weren't active from the very start of the match. I don't know if they just DC, if it was like some weird glitch I've been hearing about. But Slowpoke didn't enter move or anything. So I took over controls for it, which you're able to do occasionally. I've never done it before. And there's two options. One of them was to allow it to battle alongside me. So I chose that one. Because from the very start of the match, the other 3 on our team all went top. They went straight up, and I was left by myself. Greninja just by myself, solo. It was awesome. Wasn't fun. But it ended up being really fun because I played really well. I defended, and they couldn't get past me. They didn't take the first goal point at all, even though there's 2 or 3 of them. I just played really well. And the Slowbro ended up coming along to help me and supported actually pretty well. I only died once. Died in a bit of a stupid way, but it was a bit hard to recall him forward and backwards anyway. Still better than nothing, maybe? I don't know. Well, he did fairly well to not die. I don't know if that's just because everyone's skill rank is pretty, like their player level is pretty low. And their skill level is pretty low. But, yeah. And we ended up winning. I didn't get MVP. But I ended up destroying 1 or 2 of their goals with a little bit of help from Slowbro, which was insanity to me. I think they ended up even taking Zapdos, and we still managed to pull through just fine. But we only won, I think it was only by a few points. If I remember, I'll put up a screenshot from my phone, but I doubt I will remember, so just take my word for it. Few points. And now that we've just got level 17, it seems we can claim this, which seems like a huge bounty. So I don't know if you guys know or if you've been keeping up, but I bought Greninja with all my coins. I'm seeing what happens at the end of the day cycle. Hopefully I just get 10,000 coins back. Right, and as far as our items go, that's the wrong menu. We always want battle prep. I always forget it. It's very confusing to me. So we ended up leveling our float stone up to 18, which is fantastic. Oh, sorry. I thought the ranked things were for this. They're not. They're not at all. But 18. You know, it's been helping a little bit, and we ended up getting the Shell Bell because that's the reward item for this event. Day 6 or whatever. I forget. Day 5? Might be day 5. Might be day 6. I'm thinking about upgrading it just because I do like the ability to gain HP back. And I assume overall it might be better than Leftovers. You guys can correct me and let me know, I guess. But Greninja doesn't need special attack anyway, and it doesn't use special attack anyway. But I figured if it's every time we attack fairly often as Greninja, where we normally try to stay in combat as often as we can. I don't know if combat's just considered opposing players, but we're normally nearabouts in the area with them, trying to poke damage or just contest it. Because what Greninja seems to do, what I've been playing it as, is a real Pokemon that just kind of lives on the battlefield, avoids too much danger, and I tend to use Double Team to get away as an escape option, or sometimes to approach to get closer to an enemy that's slow, because I think Double Team actually does a tiny little bit of damage. It's like a hit or two from the smaller Greninja, so I try to use that a little bit to grind against wild Pokemon to start with. And I feel like Potion is a good enough item on Greninja. I feel like it's actually pretty decent, because we do gain recovery from Water Shuriken or Surf, and gaining a little more recovery isn't bad. And then with Shell Bell we're also getting a little more on top of that, I suppose. Although I haven't really tried out Shell Bell too much, so I don't really know how much it recovers. Maybe if I leveled it up, who knows. Again, but Potion seems nice because you just get a little bit more health on top of what you're already doing. And what I've been tending to do is not even needing to go too far back towards our little dome, our little capture points or whatever, to get health back, because I end up being near enough to the opposing team, but not in so close that I'm in their spawn. Just about maybe halfway near the map, you know, where the Ordino are and stuff like that. Try not to push past that too much, because obviously if they get back to their spawn, there's a large their camp thing, there's a large chance they just survive. So I've been trying to not push the boundaries too much, but using Water Shuriken against wild Pokemon just to recover some HP. Then I'll just dawdle around, get some more HP by killing more wild Pokemon. So I try to get health back, KO wild Pokemon to level up, and when I have too many points and I can't actually score, as long as I don't die and lose it all, it's actually not too bad, I'm finding, because if I'm on the lane with someone else, you know, the same row, column, whatever, then I can generally knock out the wild Pokemon around them, and they can be there to pick up the points. So it only becomes more of an issue when we run out of points to pick up. At some point the opposing team has to go in. So that's also something that we have to be aware of. But I feel like my Greninja is pretty proficient at defending. But of course, it's not a tanky support defense Pokemon, so it is going to struggle more than the rest of the cast, and it is just going to get beaten down if there's 2 or 3 Pokemon generally. But it is safe, and I recommend if you are playing something squishy, make sure you go back When 2 or 3 are approaching you, once you get like near 3/4 half HP, just play it safe. Get those citrus berries if you want to do a little bit of a flanky thing, but try not to die, because if you die, I think if you die, it's probably, I'm not sure, but I think it's worse than if you didn't try to go back and survive, so you can poke at them a little bit more once you get more HP, because you're in the fight faster, you're poking at them faster, you're distracting them more, and that's better. The only time I think, like, fainting, dying, whatever, going back is acceptable is if it's the last few seconds of a fight, or you're trying to, or it's like you and your teammates trying to KO a Pokemon or two, in which case, if you go down to help them score, like, because if you've got 0, you've already scored or something, that's a fine time, I think, for you to go down, if it's to try and help them and just distract the opposing team. Or if you're simply, I don't know, on the last few seconds of the clock, because what else are you going to do? But yeah, the last few seconds, just think about, really, honestly, you can't play this game unless you're looking at the last minute. If you've got 30 seconds left on the timer and you're at your own spawn, you're not going to be able to get there fast enough. Focus on defense. That's it. There's nothing else you can really do apart from that. Unless you're some super fast, incredible character. I don't know, maybe Talonflame can do it. Maybe Crustle can do it. Weirdly enough, Greninja probably can't get there, but maybe Crustle. Yeah, those 30 seconds. And don't attack Zapdos, I would say, unless there's a minute and a half left or more. Any less, I don't think it's very feasible. A minute and 10 seconds or something, you have to be super clutch, super lucky with your whole team there. And yeah, you'd have to try and be like destroying them. What else can I tell you? Sometimes also when, like, towards the end of the match, look for those back doors, right? If you see a whole bunch of their team pushing up, and you're a offensive sort of character, maybe it's okay to go past them and just get a score. I mean, it depends on it depends on the situation, of course, and what your teammates are doing, but most of the time in this game you won't know what they're doing, because voice comms are here, but no one uses the voice comms on the Switch. Absolutely no one. I haven't heard a single person. Also, to be able to afford one character and get your held item, like one single held item up to level 20, it seems it's going to take you until your, like, character rank is level 20. Because I've done 66 battles, as you can see. I've got 6 Unite licenses. I'd have 5 if I didn't buy Greninja. I'm level 17, and I still can't get my one item to level 20. So maxing out items in this, and that's with all the starter bonuses of this game too. So getting one item up to there, yeah, it's not really gonna happen. Although I might have a lot of tickets I could probably just, like, use to, yeah, I've got a whole bunch of tickets. So I guess in hindsight I actually could use them to, you know, buy some stuff. It seems like a lot of these items you'll get for free in the game anyway as you just play. So maybe save it just for these sorts of cards to boost what your rewards are, if you want. But remember, there is a limit at certain points. So maybe save it up for cosmetics, or I don't know, whatever you think is important, I guess. But be careful with how many you spend and when and where. It's only at this point now that I feel kind of comfortable with how many I have. So I'd say like past level 15. After just buying the 7-day boosters, that's all I'd really use, unless you want one specific item and you need it fast, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start a match. Just let me blow my nose, I guess. Alright, let's get it. I won't be talking too much, I'll probably just be playing. Also, if there's too many attackers on your team, it's always good to switch to a defender or something like that, or a support. Like at this point, I think having a Slowbro and then like an all-rounder character is very fine. I like, what's his name? Ninetales? That's generally my go-to, like, supporty defender Pokemon if I see like a Pikachu, a Greninja, Talonflame, Cinderace, Zeraora. If I feel like all those sorts of Pokemon, like 3 or 4 of them on my team, I'm probably gonna switch. Just because having Slowbro or like Snorlax and Ninetales and stuff, they're very helpful. Very, very helpful. And if you have too many squishy Pokemon, they just roll through your team and you get destroyed. But you want to make sure you know what your role is. Like on this team, I would like to go jungle, which is, I'd like to go to the center and just farm off the wild Pokemon, not going top or bottom lane. But if Pikachu wants to go there first, I'm fine with that too. We both are able to attack from a fair distance. Honestly, if Slowbro goes in one lane, I wouldn't mind following him because he's really a nice partner for Greninja, I think. They're both going up. Okay, I'll go down. Do we have 2 DC people? Or not? Also, getting that 3rd hit on Greninja is very cool. Oh, sorry, well, whatever evolution line, because it does a percentage of their HP. Hopefully the other team isn't just scoring right now. They're probably not. I don't think they've been given quite enough time. Gibble's going up there, so I'll just jump over here. Check out the situation in the middle. What's happening? I'll find this Aldina. I know the Chop's at the bottom there. No, I don't. So I'll poke it from a distance a bit. See, but I can poke a little bit like this. Especially against Machop. Against Bulbasaur, not so much. And I know he's going to hide in those bushes. Now I'm fine going in a little bit. Almost have it. Now I'm screwed. I've gone too deep. So that's a commentator's curse as well. I knew I've gone too deep, but I think just I play a lot better when I'm not talking, so I might go back to doing that a little bit. I can see they need help at the bottom here. I need help at the bottom here. Help me, teammate! See, so that was my bad, but I also kind of expected my teammate to be there and help instead of just farming the Pokemon on the side there. So now they're going to score, and you know what, at this point I can't stop them from scoring. So I'm just going to farm up this guy. It's a shame that Pikachu's here too, because I'd rather just be doing this by myself. Taking on 1. Of course, if you die with all your points, it's not good. And you need to... Don't get too frustrated if you die with all your points. Oh, I kind of hate going behind the choke like that. So I could have been able to get him maybe if I hadn't dashed behind him. Why is it just me down here? I'm gonna need him back up. I guess it's not that immediate, but I'm gonna get overrun very soon, I think. They only need 7 to score. And I couldn't stop that apparently. Dashed the wrong way. Man, I cannot do any of this right now. terrifying. Gonna score. I can't stop it, my legs are too great. I did ask for help and no one came, so... See, I'm getting all that health back? So I don't actually need to go to the bases too often, but normally it helps if there's someone defending down here with me. Let me get this guy. Because... this is why I want support Pokemon. So you're not laning by yourself. Oh, it's got this shield, which means I really want to poke and I don't want to get that close. He's overextended? Sweet. Now our teammate overextended, they were too low health. We don't want to go in on that. And there's no Pokemon there for me to fight. Or there, that's upsetting. Because, like I said before, I've normally, here we go. I'd rather fight these Pokemon, see? Get my health back. And just kind of exist that way. Of course we're really struggling. Look at the bottom! There's too many at top, not enough at bottom. Get a little bit of health back. I can attack this one from distance too. Unless he goes that way. Ugh. That's fun. That's 6. Now we score. That was awesome. That was absolutely great. Shame we only have 40 down here, but 40 is massive regardless. I mean, we can get 22. Then we can go back to the remainder. Slowbro probably picked it up. Going down bottom, getting that could be good. Who's chasing her? Oh, okay. Well, you can handle that. I trust you to do it. I pushed potion, but we all know how lag works. And Venusaur, maybe it was the poison damage as well that got me a little bit there. That's okay though. We hope our teammate goes in, doesn't die, did die I think, so. Now they're all scoring up top. But that's where 4 of them were, right? So I can't really be upset, because that's not really where I'm supposed to be. If I'm doing the best I can do, then that's what I want. That dude's got 40 points. If they both come and try to stop me here, it's going to be super annoying. Yeah, come towards me, Dreadnought. There we go. 6. Do I want to get Dreadnought now? No, I want to score. I want to break this. Then get Dreadnought. So, you know, like, I'm solo laning this bottom part. Oh, he's gone back to full. You know what? I don't care. I'm just going to use this here, because I can never land it against opponents anyway. It doesn't seem like it ever really does anything. If they steal it though, I'm going to be very upset. Dash through. Sweet. So now our team has shields. Zapdos is in the middle. I could go Zapdos. Seems like they might. I still don't like what these guys are doing. Level up's nice. I wonder if they're going up. Now we'll try and help them maybe a little bit. It's too many. Water Shuriken was on cooldown. And they were all around me, so... Hopefully I don't lose Zapdos. Did we lose it? No, we didn't do it. Did we? Does that mean they got it? That's terrible. I mean, I guess... Would it make sense that we were going to lose it? Because they were just... Look. Yeah, they got it. They won this game now. Like, I honestly would just kind of push the quit button. Oh, but maybe I can go to their back line and score, right? It's going to be like nothing at all. Let me just farm up these real quick. Come on. Gotta go this way. That stretches us pretty far to the side, so I'm going to use it. And this, just to get some extra speed. Hang on, team. That 60 might be pretty good. Hey, I killed a Crawdon at the end.
You lose.
Hey, look. I got the 87 and the 60 at the bottom by myself. And if you look at that, that's impressive, right? Because the 4 at top couldn't... And I got MVP, 147 points. And it was just me at the bottom. See, this is what I'm talking about, team. This is what I'm talking about. So you try not to overextend. Well, you saw at parts I did. Especially towards the start. But then you saw that, like, I kind of just farmed enemies a little bit. You know, I mean, a lot of the enemies were probably at the top, but we stopped them from getting to point at times. We went backdoor when they were all busy fighting. We got those extra points, so we ended up dunking for 60 at the end, even though everyone else had already given up. And you know, if we had given up, maybe we wouldn't have got to 63 there. We wouldn't have been MVP. We would have been down at 40 points or 50 or something like that, right? Probably roughly where the Machamp is. Yeah, around 50. We still might have been MVP, but it wouldn't have been 63. But who do we think on their team did really well? I honestly don't know, because they're all they're all kind of at bottom. Like this guy and this guy at bottom, they did pretty well, but they weren't knocking me out too often. It was more the rest of the team, and I mean, like, this Venusaur scored the whole time, but I don't. Yeah, it's rough to say because it's such a chaotic game. And that's just kind of how I feel about it. And like, if we look at the review battle bit, like, look at that. We were losing from the start. I mean, actually, I can't say that. We were both teams were even at the start, but there were points when we almost caught up. And then, yeah, like, once they got those Zapdos and they scored those points and stuff, yeah, it was over. Before that point though, like, see where they got Zapdos? We were in the lead still. We could have had it. Doesn't it show? There it is. Opposing teams. Yeah, see, like, all their scoring was at the end, as we expect. And I was scoring in all 3 phases. Anyway, that's my little rant. Hopefully this video helps you guys a little bit. Sorry if it's a little bit long, or if I talk a little bit fast or anything like that. Maybe I'll just get battle again, but hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright, let me know what Pokemon Unite content you guys want to see, especially if it's concerning Greninja, Zeraora, mainly those two at the moment. Gengar and Mr. Mime hopefully coming soon, maybe some Wigglytuff as well. Alright, bye!